Welcome back. Still talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. We have our guest joining us all the way from Abeokuta. We have Michael Imiavan. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining me on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's indeed a pleasure to be here on the show with you.
It's a pleasure to always have you, especially to talk the NPFL. I must say that congratulations are in order for Enugu Rangers. They have been crowned the champions of this season. But looking at how the run went, we're hoping to see the running into the title, and finally it got decided that it was a two-horse race. It started from a three-horse race, of course. Then it dropped to two-horse race. Then we had the champion after that very wonderful performance in the match day 37. What was the key thing about Rangers picking this title at this time? An 8 for Rangers and the first for Coach Ilechukwu.
Well, one key thing I would say about Rangers winning the title is the key decision from the state government to appoint Mobi Ezeaku as their new CEO. I remember that Rangers were inches away from getting last season in the NPFL. This season, how they wanted to change the face of Rangers International as a club, and they had to bring back their former TM, and that's the team manager in Amobi.
All right, I think we're having network glitch there.
New CEO.
Mike, are you with me?
So we really consider the combination. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead, please. We're having network issues before.
So we can see the combination of him and Ilechukwu to help the club to another title, the 8th time. The last time they won it was in 2016. And it is not a coincidence that the TM then is now the CEO, and 2 titles since 2016 and now. So that being said, and I also have the feeling that Rangers were able to do a 10 games unbeaten run during the course of the season. No other side in the league has been able to do that. So if you can go 10 games unbeaten run in the course of the season, then you're as good as enough to be current champions of the NPFL. And also, in the second stanza, their away form was really good. And in fact, they were in the last 5-6 matches, they were close to making it 5 unbeaten runs until Shooting Stars got a 1-0 win over them. So it's just a case of technically sound in Fidelity Ilechukwu, and also having the administrators that know what to do at the right point in time, what they need to do to booster the image of these boys. And yes, I think the key decision was the appointment of their CEO and also the backroom staff doing their job to get the 8th league title for Rangers International.
Congratulations to them, but I'm looking forward to what will follow up from clinching the title. I remember the 2015-2016 season under Coach Kennedy Boboye. They had backlash from journalists, from fans, when we saw how they paraded their trophy. It was really funny to see that, you know, an old truck, we did see that. But what preparations are in top gear? What are you expecting from the trophy parade for Rangers a football club at this time?
The club, and we were in a meeting, and I mentioned to him that I would personally lead the dragging of the club if they decide to do that sort of a parade they did in 2016. And he made assurances that there wouldn't be any problem, that they're planning so many things to ensure that they have a very good parade. And he was saying that it's quite difficult to get an open bus in the country, and that even if they're not going to do a trophy parade,
this was a throwback. This was a throwback to 2015, 2016.
Yeah, exactly. That they would try as possible to do something that would bring together the people of Enugu to be able to celebrate with them. And I told him point blank that it is not a must for you to have an open bus or a trophy parade. You can even have an event right in the stadium at the cathedral. You bring everyone together, everyone have fun, you enjoy yourself. The players are able to move around with the trophy, and of course ensure that all security are put in place. So yes, we were in discussion, and I want to believe that he has taken note of all of the things we mentioned, and hopefully we will not see that sort of a trophy parade we saw last time out.
All right, let's talk about the relegation threatened sides. Those who already confirmed, Gombe United, Doma United and Hatland, they have been confirmed. What were the main reasons behind their poor performance this season? And what team do you think will join them in that relegation zone?
Well, I think Gombe United, for me, they've had a very poor run in the season, and also the number of travels they've had to make do with. And most importantly, they had issues with crowd sanctions from the league body. 6 points were deducted from their accumulated point. And if 6 points is being deducted due to you having issues with violence in your stadium, then it's quite very, very going to be difficult for you to escape relegation. So confirmed is Gombe United. They've got 25 points. Already confirmed since 2 weeks ago. Atlanta confirmed just last week when they lost 4-1 to Remo Stars. And Duma United and Sporting Lagos are still in the mix to escape relegation. For Duma United, they've got one outstanding games, but 2 home games in their last. So this Wednesday will be key for Duma United. They face Sunshine Stars in 48 hours from now. And if they're able to win that game, Sporting Lagos will drop down the pecking order to 18th, and Doma United can actually try to escape relegation. So it is still delicately poised. These club sides know pretty well that defeat is in their own hands. For Bayelsa United, it's pretty difficult. For Aqua United, just to win your last game of the season, you're playing it at home. I think they're able to do that. So it's difficult to really pinpoint the 2 teams that would join Doma United and Atlanta Football Club to get relegated at the end of the proceedings. For Atlanta, I also feel that the change in match venue in their stadium from one stadium to the other stadium has really not been helping them. And also, they've not been able to help and keep Kennedy Boboye. I also have a feeling that they should have allowed him to continue his job. They had managerial change, Obi coming in back and forth. But that being said, we are all hopeful that Sporting Lagos can remain in the NPFL. They bring another vibe to the league, but it's not looking all rosy. The last game of the season is against the Shooting Stars, who are also fighting for their lives to get on the continent.
All right.
The CAF Confederation Cup slot will not be bad for the people of Ibadan.
All right, we saw some thrilling matches in match day 37, including Lobi Stars' 4-3 victory over Kwara United. What were some standard performances for you, and which fixture do you think will be a determinant going into the last day fixture, like taking in the mood to the last day fixture? We know that Rangers are already crowned champions, so they'll go all out against Gombe United.
Well, I'm looking at the big game that would happen between Shooting Stars and, of course, not forgetting the Sporting Lagos. It is delicately poised for Sporting Lagos to try and avoid relegation. What they need to do is quite very simple. Although on paper, they would have to defeat the big boys in Shooting Stars. They would have to defeat them in Ibadan. And only one club have been able to defeat Shooting Stars in Ibadan, and that's Eyimba. And that tells you the pedigree of Eyimba themselves to be able to get one over Shooting Stars in Ibadan. So it is really difficult. I think that's the game I'm looking forward to. And I'm also looking at the game between Remo Stars and Katsina United. Katsina United at this point in time are in the top half of the table, and they can actually prove to be a banana peel for this team. And that's speaking of Remo Stars in their quest to get into the CAF Champions League. A draw in Ikene would not be enough. Depending on other results, they might actually drop to 3rd. In fact, a draw can see them drop to 4th if Eyimba win at home to Plateau United and Shooting Stars win at home to Sporting Lagos. So those are the games I am looking forward to. And I'm also looking at Eyimba and Plateau United, because Plateau United have an outside chance of getting into the CAF Confederation Cup place in terms of getting on the continent. So yes, this final day of the NPFL on Sunday promises to be well interesting. For Rangers, they know what is at stake. Just go to Gombe, enjoy yourself. If there are some fringe players that the coach is yet to use this season, just give them some run out. The league title is done and dusted. Your first position is there. You will be playing in the CAF Champions League next season. So yes, right now, they might be willing to give some fringe players who have not been playing all this while some chance to run over. So yes, Remo Stars, Eyimba, Shooting Stars, Plateau United, these are the 4 teams that are still jostling for the final 2 slots available. Remember that the top 2 will qualify for the CAF Champions League, while the 3rd place.
Yes, that draws my attention to my final question.
Yeah.
I want to put you on the spot right now. Would you think we'll get a chance for CAF competition for next season after their FA Cup win?
Well, for the FA Cup win, I am looking at a possible NPFL side to get into the CAF Confederation Cup. If you win the FA Cup, the Federation Cup, you go straight into the CAF Confederation Cup. So I'm looking at an NPFL side. I think it's quite very possible that Kano Pillars can wriggle and tiptoe their way into the CAF Confederation Cup. That is if they win the title. Well, I'm also looking at, of course, already, Rangers are champions. They will be in the CAF Champions League. I'm tipping Remo Stars to finish second and also tipping Eyimba to finish third. I think the league table, as of this time of our broadcast, will be the league table at the end of proceedings, especially the top four. I think that's how it's going to stand. I think Rangers champions already. Remo Stars should finish second. Eyimba should finish third, while I'm tipping Canopilas to join in from the Federation Cup angle.
All right, we'll be hoping that these predictions for you come to fruition, because fans are really going, all right, concerning their teams in the Nigeria Premier Football League. We have been speaking to the NPFL expert, Michael Miavan. It has been a very big issue to get you on the show, but today we got you. We got you, bro.
Finally, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on In the Game today.